My name is Dealanier Shook, and I am the Information Collector. This week I come to you once again from beautiful downtown Hendersonville, North Carolina, where its shopping district has brought me back to film once again. I would like to pause before the broadcast and give a moment of silent prayer and consolation to the people of Beirut. Beirut is a beautiful city. It's still a beautiful city. A city does not consist of its buildings and its streets and its government. A city consists of its people, and Beirut is full of strong and beautiful people, as everyone in the intelligence business is well aware of. Leading off this week's news, the United States State Department announced the U.S. would join the United Nations in sanctions on a militia leader in the Central African Republic. By Sidi Suleimani, also known as Sadiqi Abbas, is the leader of Return Reclamation Rehabilitation, also known as 3R. He is being sanctioned for directing and being involved in targeting civilians for abduction and forced relocation, among other atrocities. In June, the militia 3R withdrew from the February 2019 political agreement for peace and reconciliation in the Central African Republic. Boeing has announced it will be building 4 702X satellites for the SES organization's satellite fleet. These are O3B ILM Power Fleet satellites. O3B stands for Other 3 Billion, and the SES organization is dedicated to providing internet access to those who do not have it around the globe. These satellites are software-defined satellites. This means they have increased flexibility in distributing bandwidth to extend cloud access in the multiple gigabit per second range. In a similar story from the other side of the globe, the United Kingdom's Department of Digital Culture, Media and Sports will be providing 45,000 vouchers for gigabit speed internet. The goal is to allow smart devices such as appliances, HD movies, streaming content and gaming at a 4K picture quality on multiple content devices per connection in rural areas. Those who have participated in the program have described the results as going from 8 megabits per second to 1 gigabyte per second. The goal is to invest £1 billion by 2021. The Italian Embassy in Tunis has announced the launch of a joint initiative with the Italian Cultural Institute for Open Art Week. This is a juried competition involving the Italian Embassy, the Tunisian Italian Chamber of Commerce, and several international design schools. This is the Young Fashion Designers Mobile Video Contest, with the entries involving short videos shot from mobile devices. MacDill Air Force Base in Florida has announced that Florida's RNRINI Technologies will be providing the 6th Air Refueling Wing with cooling vests. These circulate chilled water using a miniature refrigeration cycler and internal heat exchanger. This is one of the first small business innovation research grants given out by MacDill, and the initial vest will be provided to security personnel on the flight line. The EPA has announced awards to Purdue, Vanderbilt, and Woods Hole Oceanic Institute. These grants, approximately $800,000 apiece, will be studying various toxicokinetic interfaces with the blood. Toxiconetics at Purdue will be studying the blood-brain barrier. Vanderbilt will be studying how to reduce animal testing, including organ-on-chip devices. At Woods Hole, they will be studying how zebrafish metabolic studies can be used to develop models for toxicity. In Spain, Alcoa's smelter at San Ciprian may have to be sold due to labor disputes. A Spanish law could force the sale of the 228,000 ton a year smelter. However, Alcoa will retain an aluminum refinery on site. A new lithium mine in Nevada will be taking one more step toward completion. Lithium America has announced its Thacker Pass mine has filed permits to continue the decade-long $100 million development. 1,000 people will be employed in the construction, and once in operation will employ 300 workers. In Argentina, Lithium America, a Canadian company, is developing a lithium brine project in conjunction with Ganfeng Lithium. This is significant as electric cars and other battery technologies become more and more important. Aaron's Inc. is a appliance and home rental company. I'm very impressed with Aaron's. When I ordered a corporate report, they sent along a sale paper. It's very impressive when the company thinks their product is so good that they send a potential investor a sale paper. Aaron's acquired Progressive Leasing in 2014 and is now restructuring for a 2-unit company. One is Aaron's, which will continue the $1.8 billion leasing company, which rents appliances and furniture to homeowners. This includes their 1,400 stores, their e-commerce division, and Woodhaven Furniture. Progressive Leasing is a $2.2 billion company on its own. And it appears that is this week's Open Source Intelligence Briefing. Next week, I will come to you, God willing, with more open source intelligence you need to know. And once again, I would like to close extending my heartfelt best wishes to the people of Beirut.